how do intelligence agencies recruit people? Again, I was reading a book, and over there it also mentioned that Oxford University and Cambridge at one time was sort of quite a hot place to recruit the agents.
A hotbed of recruitment.
Yeah, actually, like especially the foreign, students over there.
Yeah.
But what's the process normally looks like? Because one is you can apply directly if there is a post. I don't know if they advertise that, we are looking for an agent, or does it say like a Ministry of Defense position or something? But what are the other ways to like how the intelligence agencies recruit?
Both agencies, MI6 and MI5, have the most fabulous websites. And they show the sort of jobs that you can apply for.
Wow.
You can go in as a school leaver for certain jobs.
It's a role? Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can go in on an internship, so you don't need a university degree.
You can do the internship with the intelligence agency?
Yes. Yeah. And engineering, or a BSc if you like, you can do a BSc with the agency.
Wow.
Yeah. And university leavers, of course. So it's a broad spectrum, and the jobs that you can apply for are not specific, but the area of jobs you can apply for are all on the websites. And it's so, it's so efficient. When I joined, we struggled to get that openness, which again is something else that's important. It was still more or less a tap on the shoulder when I first joined. Rather like myself, the legal advisor came in and said, David, I was sitting at my desk, he said, David, he said, how would you like to join the intelligence agencies as their legal director? I said, yeah, that sounds good.
What was your first reaction? Like, was there an excitement? Was there like, what kind of a reaction?
Well, shock, because I had no idea that this was in anybody's mind. Then I think it was actually, I can do that, because my whole career up to that point had sort of led. Sometimes things happen like that.
And you feel like that's why I was doing all of the things before to take me to this place.
It takes me to this place. Yeah, absolutely.
But what else? Like, one is you can go to the website and apply. But what are the other sort of ways? Do you think the universities are still the place where the intelligence agencies, not just MI5, MI6, like maybe other intelligence agencies recruit people?
I don't know so much, no. I really don't. I think that the websites are so good that if someone's really interested, that they'll find.
But
the
if you have to recruit someone for your needs, obviously, then you need to have a different route, no? As an example, if I am an agent and I want a very particular person, let's say in Pakistan or India, like how to find that agent or my source.
Officers recruiting agents.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are the ways do you think like they do now?
Yeah. Well, that's hard work, keeping your ear to the ground. And working out who might be someone who would help you, and you then use your ability to get on with people, which is obviously one of the one of the qualities that are needed, and your courage to make that approach. I can't really go further than that. I think it's down to the individual, how you spot someone.
And what qualities you need to have in an agent if you want to become a spy?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think is the most necessary qualities?
Integrity, as I say, top of the list. Certainly courage. And courage is a curious thing. Nobody thinks they're courageous at all until it comes to the actual point. I think that's pretty fair. Determination to see a case through, because some cases can last 1 or 2 years. It takes time to piece together the information. Lateral thinking, one must be able to look around the corner to see something that's not obvious, to see a roadblock and work your way around it. And that's, again, where the lawyers and the intelligence agents work. There might be a legal roadblock. You cannot do it that way. It's up to the lawyers not to say, oh, you can't do it. Nothing more boring for an agent to hear that. What you have to do is to work out the legal way of getting around that roadblock. The same as agents themselves, the officers themselves, work their way around roadblocks to achieve what they're set out to do.
And do you think, because when you talk about integrity and all these qualities, and you have worked with the FBI, and I'm sure you also connected with a lot of other intelligence agencies around the world.
Yes.
Do you think, is it like sort of a common theme, or is it more in the MI5 and MI6?
No, it's a common theme.
Okay.
It is a common theme because, apart from anything else, you have to rely on the agencies you're working with to you have to be able to rely on them, and if you can't rely on them, then why bother? So yes, I believe that.
And in your time in MI5 and MI6, did you also had some sort of a very favorite agent or someone who you personally really like, who is in the field and very close to your heart?
No.
And why is that?
I think because as a lawyer, it's essential to stand outside your client. You cannot be involved with your client. But the moment you're involved with your client, I've always said you're lost. And my uncle taught me that. He was a lawyer, and he said, never ever get involved with your client. Don't sympathize with them. Stand back, look at their case, and advise the best. So with the agencies, as I said earlier, one was with them, but not of them. So one kept back from any sort of, oh yes, he's a good person, she's a good person. No. You could recognize them, obviously, but you'd never have a favorite.
And if you categorize the best intelligence agencies in the world in today's time, who would you rank like the top 5?
They're all good.
That's a very diplomatic answer, but because normally people say like Mossad, then obviously MI5 is 6, and CIA, and some people say ISI is also, especially if you see their counterterrorism work and after 9/11, what really happened.
I think, what I can say is that as a lawyer who was parachuted into the agency, the British MI5 and MI6, it was a massive privilege to be able to work with them. It really, really was. They're such an impressive bunch of people. And that goes across the board, male, female, everything.
Have you worked with ISI in your time in the last sort of 20, 30 years in any capacity?
No.
And what's the perception of them, do you think, in the intelligence community, especially because you worked a lot in the counterterrorism world, and Pakistan was on the forefront from 9/11 to Afghan jihad in 80s and like still now?
Well, I can't speak for now because obviously I'm not engaged, but respect.